From 10 o'clock news, this is Alan King.
Allan Beswick.
I reckon Princess Diana is a witch. I reckon she's been up all night, sitting there over chickens' entrails, throwing bones and riding her broomstick. You might wonder why. Well, t'other day, she was sat on bonnet of Charlie's car, and him in his ears came over and said, "Hey, get off that car!" So she did, and she walked away looking sheepish, and today the silly sod crashed it. She cast a spell on him. She wants to do a spell about his lugs. Looks like a Ford Escort with the doors open. 4 minutes past 10, Beswick with you till 2. This is ABC. Well, he claims he can help. But some of us are beyond it, I'm told. Would you please play a record for me husband, Ian Coucher or Hocher, on Thursday? You probably know, but you didn't tell me. On Thursday night, as it'll be his birthday on Sunday the 21st, but Thursday he comes back home after being away all week on a course. Ha ha! I've heard them all. You've not fell for the old "I'm going on a course" love bit, have you? Good. And he took his darts. Ha! We've heard them all. John Cassana. How do? Once it's something dedicated to Marie of what looks like Rimvels in Liverpool. I don't know, that's what it looks like. Who am I to argue? Hey, there's money in this. Hang on. Oh, we like this. This is from Thirlmere Avenue in Aslington. And it says, "Your radio programme is my favourite programme from both TV and the wireless. I must admit, though, that since your return I have noticed that it's..." What? It's... Oh, former je ne sais quoi is missing. Guy's a frog. Mark Craig's a frog. I myself had made my mark in Beswick history when I were a mere 16-year-old, attempted a purely intellectual conversation with your tea-quaffing self. Alas, I failed miserably, but do not despair. I may return some fine evening. Well, it's quite a fine evening tonight. Perhaps you'll be there. I enclose a cheque for £3.99, so I may have one of them blue tapes. He's even written it in on blue paper. In fact, it's almost cardboard. It's so thick. But then it would be thick. Mark wrote it. Please say I, how do, or whatever, to Nemos, Neil, Cuz, Foos Pooch, good Lord, Cameroon, Holly, Warby, Shawnee, Nick, Joe, Krusty, Katie, and indeed anyone else who knows me. Hey up. This is it. This is number one, for crying out loud. It proves that you can fool an awful lot of people an awful lot of the time. Farm pots with money.
Trekking across the universe.
Imagine yourself at Lake Garda, the largest of the Italian lakes surrounded by picturesque towns and villages. Imagine 10 gorgeous days of excursions to Venice, Italian Dolomite and Bipertino. Well, this could come true with Avalon travel for just £169, including cross-channel ferry and top accommodation. Ring for details of departure dates on Bolton 398 788.
Let's all go on an Avalon holiday.
Please say hello to Nellie and Sarah and Julia. I've got that wrong. Sarah and Julia. And will you play a decent record? Well, the next one's Bruce Willis and Under the Boardwalk. That's all right. A big hello to Philip Carrington. I love you very much. From Hazel Fishwick. It's just as well you get his name and he doesn't get yours, isn't it, eh? Philip Fishwick. He's going to love you for that. And would you say hello to Sarah and Julia? Another one. They're all over the place. Yes, I will. Where's my... Here it is. The answer to your writing quiz is the red squirrel. You got it right, but you weren't the first out the act. Please say how do to 4H1 or L of... The writing is crap. I don't know who it's from. It's from Adam Jackson. I can't read the rest of it, and I don't see why I should try. I've just been told that it's absolutely persisting down in Southport. There are cats and dogs and all sorts of other things dropping out the sky. But it's still a nice day in September. What speed's that?
Hanging out down here with us under the boardwalk.
Oh, no, that's the right speed. We're all right. Here we go. Under the Boardwalk with Bruce Willis. Trying to sound like Barry White.
All up on the roof. And the streets get get so hot, you wish your tired feet were fireproof.
What a little belter. Play a good un, you said. Play a good un, I did. You see, I always do what I'm told. I've done that one. Would you please play a record for my husband? I've done that one, I know. Why didn't I throw these in the bin when I did? Isn't it? A few weeks ago, I put the radio on to listen to you for the first time, and then after an hour, I was falling asleep with all the excitement. You don't spell it like that, there's an E in the middle. I decided to do what they call keep fit. But it nearly kills you. Well, I've a body like yours, you see, but I've a good excuse for me bulges. I have a baby a few weeks old. Well, that's it. I mean, they should be gone by now. Once it's out, isn't it? The swelling goes down. Did you have trouble with your hospital? My sister, when she had her first child, Andrew, she went into hospital in Warrington, and I don't think they feed them right, you know, because when she came out, she'd lost 8 pounds. God, she was only in there 3 days. Must be dreadful, the food. Anyway, it nearly kills you, this having a baby. You see, never mind. I was listening to you, I was puffing and panting, and I told myself I could stop doing these exercises and sit down when you lose an argument with someone. So at 2 o'clock that morning, I crawled to bed with aches and pains all over. And that is what I do every night you're on the radio. So, I would like to thank you for this fantastic body, and will you please send the mate it? What? I've now got. No, it's not in there, that. So I've called it the Keep Fit with Beswick, while Beswick keeps fat. I've just ate 3 cream cakes, I mean, because we've got 7-Up in here. When I say we've got 7-Up, you know how we do this Red Rose Radio 7-Up road show and all that rubbish? Well, the 7-Up are upstairs. I thought it was from America. Apparently they're all from Bolton. Surprises me knowing. 7-Up from Bolton. I'm walking about saying, hey, man, you got some of that 7-Up? And they're from Bolton. Anyway, there it is. So we've got them in, and we've fed them, because you get nout for nout in this world. We've given them loads of pies and all that sort of stuff. We haven't been ever moving here for pies. And we've given them cream cakes. But we didn't give them 3 of them, because I had them. Anyway, that comes from Barn Meadow, Claytonbrook, in Doreen, what did you have? You haven't told us whether you had a girl or a proper one. Doesn't say. Doesn't say whether you were bothered either. She's reading the paper. There's somebody reading the paper at the back of the studio. What are you doing? It's like Chancanasta in here. Just a few lines to say I listen to you when you're on the radio. I'm glad about that. I'd be a bit worried if you listen to it. Oh, my God, they're all in now. There's Foley. It's a dreadful place. What are you doing here? What are you doing? Scouser. It's not a Scouser. Can't be. He won't be out in the dark. Just a few lines to say I listen to you when you're on the radio. And I watched you on the TV, and I think you're very handsome and not at all fat. Who is this sensible woman? Oh, she's a Scout. Gladys Walsh of Westcroft Tower Hill in Kirby. Hey, oh, and it says here you've enclosed 20 pence, but I never found it. Still in the mind. Did you know that today, the 3rd of June, Her Royal Highness Princess Anne came to Tower Hill and other parts of Kirkby? No, I never knew that. Not a lot of people know that. Who wrote the book? The Prince and the Pauper. Nobody knows. Normally, in a week, I get grillions of letters answering writing competition. This week, we're getting about 7. So you've got a damn good chance of winning it. He's nicking a bed. Who wrote the book? The Prince and the Pauper. Top 10 singles from the network chart is your prize if you get your answers to me by Saturday morning, and it's the first out the hat. The prize, of course, I've told you. The address is Allan Beswick, Red Rose Radio, P.O. Box 301 Preston, PR11YE. We have a treat for you this evening. Sometime later this evening, during the course of the phone-in, Pete Hughes of, is it 4666? 46?
4 6 is Texas.
4 6's Taxes. If that means out to you, you're a better man than I am, bung it in. 4 6's Taxes is going to be doing a bit of the phone-in. This is a crap track of the First Order. The Queen of Wiggin Pier. Dip your red cup for this.
The day that I was born, I dreamed of one thing. Of the day I'd be a star.
The Queen of Wiggin Pier. What a balm pot that was. It's 10:30.
Win £50, £20, £15 each week at the Newmarket and M2 Market, Waterloo Road, Blackpool.
Hey, listen, the boss is away on holiday, so to get him back for years of stick, I'm clearing all his sockets, showers and cable. In fact, anything electrical at prices so low it'd go bonkers. The Triton T70 shower unit, trade price £61, my price £48.99, including VAT. Expel Air window fan, trade price £38, my price £31.50, including VAT. All this at Steve Gorton Discount Electrical Supplies, 39 Water Lane, Ashton, Preston, or Electrical Super Save Centre, 230 Chorley Old Road, Bolton. But hurry, the boss gets back in a couple of weeks and he's bound to fire me.
When you think about cars, it pays to think of John Wilding.
Whether you're planning to buy a new Ford, Lada or Citroen, John Wilding now has all the latest models of all three of these makes in stock and waiting for you to test drive. Alternatively, if you're looking at fully guaranteed used, you won't find a better choice than at John Wilding's two fabulous showrooms on the A6 at Garstang for Ford and at Westgate Morecambe for Lada and Citroen.
When you think about cars, it pays to think of John Wilding. John Wilding!
Presenting in the worst possible taste. A present for your most loathed companion. Watch them squirm with agony and cringe with anguish. Beswick's Big Blue Cassette. Cheques or postal orders for £3.99, payable to Red Rose Productions, and available now from Red Rose Radio Reception. Beswick's Big Blue Cassette. Listen at your own peril.
If you're a parent or a youngster and you're worried about someone who's involved in drugs, or you're involved in them yourself, or you're thinking of getting involved with them, or you're trying to stop getting involved with them, and you want some more information, then this coming Saturday, that information would very easily be available to you, because at 11 o'clock until 4 on Saturday, there's, I suppose we'd call it, a drugs exhibition day. It's being put on by all sorts of voluntary organisations and the Lancashire Police in Lancaster at the Lower Lowther Hall. I'll be there at 11 o'clock to get the day off to a start, saying the official opening and all that. It's on all day, 11 till 4. Bob in. Nobody's going to try and convert you. Nobody's going to give you a hard time. Nobody's going to give you withdrawal symptoms or out like that, which I thought only happened to Catholics anyway. None of that is going to happen. None of it at all. All they're going to do is give you information if you want it. So come along to the Drugs Exhibition Day at Lancashire Police and voluntary organisations in Lancaster have got together to do it, and it's at Lowther Hall, Lower Lowther Hall in Lancaster, 11 till 4 on Saturday. I'll be there at 11 o'clock. And then not long after that, I'll be flying like a lunatic about 12 o'clock to be in Clayton Le Moors to open Charo Kitchen's new showrooms in Canal Street, Clayton Le Moors. So why don't you come along to one of them do's? Either of them, I don't mind. If you're in the Lancaster area, come and find out about drugs, and if you're in the Clayton Le Moors area, then come and find out about Super Duper Kitchens.
Drivers for 4-star petrol at only 159.9, come over to Telegraph. No free gifts, just miles more value. At Preston Road, Chorley, just a half mile from Junction 8 off the M61.
Deal direct with Direct Windows.
Direct Windows, the best way to buy UPVC windows and doors in Lancashire. We install the superb Bowater Halo system, and all work is guaranteed and underwritten at Lloyd's of London. Buy direct, avoid the middleman, and make hard cash savings. Visit the new factory showroom 7 days a week at 64 Red Scar Estate, Longridge Road, or phone Paul Kelly on Preston 703 008.
Deal direct with Direct Windows. Direct Windows.
Please could you read a request for me on Monday evening? No, but I'll do one on Thursday if you like. The request is for David Millington, my husband. It's his 32nd birthday. You didn't say which Monday evening. I have presumed, as I got this yesterday, I've presumed that it's late. But it might be next Monday evening. But whenever it is, it's neither of these is Monday. So David Millington, happy 32nd birthday to you for last Monday, next Monday, or one of the Mondays this year. And that's from Rosalind Millington of Exton in Chorley. Ian Wright of Bromborough on the Wirral wants his mum and dad to be welcomed and said hello to on their anniversary. Oh, this is knockout. This is the Four Tops doing their bit. Now then, what shall we do now? I forgot to put the record on, you see. There was a little delay there. It's called Dead Air, which you see a lot of in barbers. My barber's not a barber, he's an hairdresser. Are you listening, Jeff? He's always telling me off. He says, I'm not a barber, I'm an hairdresser. said to me the other day, he says, I'll put out on it. I said, yeah, how about a brown paper bag? He didn't think it was funny. They never have any sense of humour, them bags. Oh, you are. Because they cut the thumbs a lot. Ian Richardson of Rock Ferry in Wirral says how do to his mum, because she too is having an anniversary. It must have been a busy time years ago in the Wirral. John Collier. Yeah, we'll do the songs here. John Collier, the window to watch. Anyway, he's from Nowelmere Street in Accrington. Perhaps he's going to come and see us at Clayton Moors on Saturday, who knows? Please can you play Star Trekking for me, John Collier, on your programme? Note, I did not say show. We didn't say anything, he wrote it down. And please can you say a big howdo to me and to Gareth and Brent and Stuart and Craig and Peter and Maria, who actually loves Gareth, it says here. Who are we to argue? All I can say is no, because I've already played Star Trekking this evening. If you wish to join us on the phone in, the lines are now open. The telephone number is Preston 561,000, and our Rod is taking your calls.
Ring him if you dare.
Allan Beswick, the late night show.
That number once again, Preston 561,000. This is Loriana. I want a clue what it's called, and I can't see where I've written it, so you just have to guess for yourself. You'll be all right. Eba Gumoek. I've just got a little job to do. I'll be with you shortly. Weren't it nice, that? Weren't it wonderful? Hang on, I'm supposed to play a jingle here. Yeah, this will do. There, job's underway. How do, Gordon?
How do, Alan?
Can we do?
I'd like to talk to you about astrophysics for 10 minutes. Unfortunately, I know damn all about astrophysics. So I'll talk to you about Scousers.
Right.
You were talking about Scousers, and I must say, I've got a couple as pupils, driving school pupils, you know, and the sense of humour, Alan, you've got to agree, is great.
But you've got to have a sense of humour to live in that dump, haven't you?
Well, God, I'll give you an example. Taking one the other night, and he's doing a reverse, and we'd had some trouble doing this reverse, and anyway, he got it spot on. And I always say, right, get out and go and have a look, then you know I'm not conning you. So he gets out, and he goes out, and he'd done a great one. And he comes back and he says, oh, that's great, that. Great. He says, straight as a cardinal's face in a strip show.
I don't understand that.
Straight as a cardinal's face at a strip show.
Oh, it was the accent. You threw me with the accent. Cardinal's face at a strip show.
I'll talk my normal accent now.
That'll be nice. Listen, do you know what a strip show... This is a strip show.
Oh, you said it's not a show. You keep saying it's not a show.
No, but this is a strip programme. They're called strip shows in the business, because they're gibberish in the business. Because we do strips of music and strips of chat.
Well, another example.
I don't think I want another if it's as funny
Go
as
on, come on, don't be miserable. You laughed at that. Well, you started to. You laughed last night when I told you one about... Oh, God, what's his name? Forgotten his name now. Still no mind, eh? I'm talking about Les Dawson. Don't know why. And mentioned Les Dawson. He says, oh, but Les Dawson, he says, but God, he says, his face, he's got a face, his face like a blind cobbler's thumb.
Oh, I've heard that one. That's 1,000,000 years old.
Broadbents and Boothroyds of Southport summer sale starts this Friday, June the 19th at 9 a.m. There's a whole host of savings for everyone, but hurry! With sale prices like ours, they won't last long. So, come to Broadbents and Boothroyds of Southport this Friday and pick up your sale bargain.
There's so much to see and do on the Isle of Man, you'll never fit it all in without a car. Fishing, windsurfing, motorsport, golf, you'll drive a long way before you find anywhere else with as much to offer. So put your foot down this weekend to the Isle of Man with Isle of Man Steam Packet Seaways from Heysham and Liverpool. See your travel agent.
The better way to get away, it's Isle of Man Seaways.
If you fancy a winner at Haydock Park, here's a tip you can rely on. Put your money on a Volkswagen from Rigby Turner. They'll offer you a generous part exchange allowance on your current car and always have a wide choice of new and used Volkswagens in stock. For a list of runners and their starting prices, call Rigby Turner on St Helens 26126, that's 26126, or visit the showrooms right by the junction of the M6 and the East Lancs Road. With your money on a Volkswagen from Rigby Turner of Haydock, you're on to a certain winner.
Red Rose Radio cricket stars take on their counterparts at BBC Radio Lancashire this Sunday at Garstang Cricket Club at 2 o'clock. Red Rose presenters David Legg and Ian Lonsdale will display their batting, not chatting skills, and putting their bats where their voices are will be Eric Hudson and Dave Swanton from the Red Rose sports team, with news reporter Chris Ryder, together with Wigan athletic footballer Barry Knowles. In the Radio Lancashire team, wearing his House of Commons Cricket Club tie, will be the newest member of Mrs Thatcher's government, South Ribble MP Robert Atkins. The match is in aid of the Children in Need appeal and for a new holiday camp in Southport for the disabled, and it's organised by Garstang Roundtable. Celebrity Cricket, Red Rose Radio versus Radio Lancs on Sunday at Garstang.
How do, Ian?
Hello, Alan.
Hello.
Can I talk about the teachers' pay, please?
Yes.
Well, I reckon, they shouldn't go on strike because, they're getting enough already as it is.
It's a matter of opinion as to whether they're getting enough. They clearly do not feel that they're getting enough.
Yeah, well, when I was in school, right, a teacher told me that